Welcome to the Building on Purpose TubeCast, where contractors share how they build with intention, purpose, and impact. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Building on Purpose podcast.
Excited to be here.
Building on Purpose podcast, or TubeCast. I like to call it a TubeCast. Last week, I was interviewing somebody. Oh, you believe this? Mike from Roofle.
Goldenstein.
He and Tara didn't know what a podcast was. I said, dude, I said, you're my age. You should know this. Podcasts originated from Apple, and it was on the little iPod. Mm-hmm. So that's where podcast came from.
Yep.
He's like, oh, I didn't know that.
Apple starts everything.
No, he didn't, hon. And he go, well, why do you call yours a TubeCast? I said, because we put it on YouTube. And nobody listens to pods anymore. They listen, right. They go to... I can't tell you the last time I just went to like Spotify and listened to a podcast. I go to YouTube, I search a subject, I find my people that I like, I press the button, and then I go do either my workout or my walk.
Yep.
And then once in a while, I'll look down at the screen and watch them presenting something. I don't listen to the Apple or the Spotify or anything like that.
Yeah, I get on Spotify majority, but it's all video. It's like if they don't have video on Spotify, I'm probably not going to consume that.
Amazing. This beautiful world of video that we're in now, man. I think we feel connected.
It's the only way we can, apparently, by video.
I love it. So I was reading this book a couple weeks ago. They ask, you answer. And
that's the 3.0 version? I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, maybe. This is 3.0. So Marcus Sheridan, Endless Customers. This is more modernized from his They Ask, You Answer. And you'll see appropriately titled, if you want endless customers, and a proven system to build trust, drive sales, and become a market leader, read this book. So his first one was mistitled. If you want, they ask, you answer. Mm. So Joseph Hughes last week said, hey guys, I'm looking for a title for a book that I'm writing. And I sent him the article. I said, don't listen to anybody that's responding in here. Go do this real quick. If you want, enter title, result of, that's the proper way to title. Nice. So anyway, if you want traction in your business, get a grip on your business, right? Like, so if you want X, you get Y. So go back to my point on videos. I took this thing that Marcus Sheridan taught me, and it was this flow of, when a consultant sets up a call on Friday so somebody can learn about what we do at our company, we send them a Loom video of me saying, hi, here's what we're going to do on the call, expectations. Here's an email structuring what the call is going to go like. Here's an ebook so you can learn about financing prior to the call. So it's like this 3-step pre-meeting email that goes out now. And I was with Ty over in Philadelphia I was speaking there last week at level 10, and he goes, dude, that 3-part thing we're sending out is really helpful. I said, tell me more. He goes, the contractors are reading the ebook, they're coming to the meeting prepared.
Yep.
They love the video. It kind of sets up the expectations of the call. So when my sales pro gets on the call now, if the contractor did their homework, which they don't, but some do because they're really interested, they come better prepared to make a decision to move forward or not move forward. So video, man, video.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus has been talking about that for a long time.
Yeah, dude, with his pool company, right?
Yep.
Awesome. So this is the TubeCast. I don't know if you've been on this one before or no.
Probably not.
I think you usually have interviewed me. So I'll introduce you to our population here. We share this on my YouTube channel, and then we share this inside of our private school that we have. We have over maybe 825 people inside of school that love watching this stuff and learning what people do. And albeit you are not a roofing owner anymore, you've exited the roofing industry, I'd love to kind of break down of what you're doing over at ProLine today and educate the population on what's happening. And we can use the same framework that we always use. Like,
sure.
I think something that I'd love our listeners and watchers to learn from is, maybe let's talk about why. why you exited from roofing and went all in over at ProLine. Maybe they'd be interested in learning that because, a majority of our clients here at Improvifi are roofers. So maybe they'll find it interesting to see what you've done there.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to be here. Been in the roofing space for almost 15 years. I had a very typical story. I have worked for a couple of the roofing contractors. They've owed me a bunch of money, had to start from scratch. That's, I've heard that about a million times.
Uh-huh.
Started, started shingling when I was, I think, 14 on a mission trip, just hammering, hand driving 1-inch nails into 3 tabs.
Wait, a mission trip where?
It was actually in Kentucky. It was a domestic one. I did do international ones, but we never did roofing on those.
Right. Cool.
But then I actually learned a skill for real. And so as I was in college and high school, I would roof people's barns or rental houses or whatever like that. And then I worked for a couple different of my competitors. I'm from Athens, Georgia.
Okay.
And so it's a pretty small college town. And I worked my way up. I was the runaround guy. Then I was production manager or superintendent. Then I was a sales guy. And I moved to a different company, was a sales manager. So I have a lot of experience in that space. And I realized that I had to use technology and I had to be forward thinking because all of the people that I was working for, they were your typical, like, we've done this. One of them is literally 86-year-old company.
Oh my God. And hold on, let's just break there for 36 seconds.
Yep.
I had a call with a guy last week. How long you been in business? Number one question I asked. I'm like, am I dealing with a pro? Or am I dealing with a guy that just got his license? 41 years, fourth generation. He goes, you know what I'm going to say now? We've never offered financing before. I'm like, dude, do you think you want to go and screw it all up now and do that? Like 41 years, fourth generation guy I'm talking to, never offered financing. But to your point, this kid's young, he's sharp, and he's like, we got to do this if we want to survive. So sorry. Sorry.
No, it's great. That theme, it was very clear. I immediately, it wasn't financing at the moment, but it was having good SEO, having a great website, getting a bunch of Google reviews. Like literally these companies, there's 2 different companies had like 12 reviews or 20. And I got 65 in about 3 months by just
asking.
Yep. And so, I started to take a lot of market share.
Okay,
and
good.
owned that business for almost a decade, grew it to 2 different locations in Georgia, had a pretty small company, but very efficient and very profitable.
Controllable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was very.
Isn't it? I mean, you get these conversations all the time. I want a $30 million company. Do you really? Or do you want a $8 million company with fat margins that you can actually go on vacation and take your kid fishing?
To each their own.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people really need to understand it's already hard enough to be a business owner in general. I don't think you realize when you get past 8-10 million that that's your whole life. So if you wanted to be successful and actually profitable, and just like, Marcus Sheridan, we talk about, and Mike Michalowicz is another author that I read a bunch, Profit First. I was just all about profit and an amazing customer experience. Yeah. I wanted to treat my customers 6-star experience. Like I did not want a single customer to lose. Yeah. So that was my mentality. It wasn't volume. It was very profitable jobs every single time. So
beautiful. Love it.
That's my background. About halfway through, I was with another CRM, and I kept asking them, hey, can we customize this, customize that? And I'm not a tech guy. Yeah. But I knew I had to know. We talk about KPIs all the time. They didn't have the reports built in. So I spent a lot of time building those reports, trying to get my business organized for about 5 years. And after 5 years, I was just like, we need to build something different. And so AJ was my marketing guy at the time. And that was the 2019, really earlier than that. But we started building ProLine then. And
what was ProLine in the get-go?
It was just an automation platform. So it's called PowerLine at that point.
Because it's got your logo's got like a phone.
Yep. just a phone. So it was still a phone system, but it had automations coming from those phone numbers.
Okay, got it. All right. Wow. So
Yep.
it's never a CRM, it was something else to
Hmm.
build efficiencies.
Yep. And so we were trying to play nice with all the other CRMs in the roofing space
Yeah.
specifically, and it's just a never ending battle to try to make sure that we connect and keep our customers happy with our
Yeah.
platform. So we just a few years ago we built the CRM, and we've been selling the CRM for a little over 2 years to other roofing contractors. We've grown drastically. We have thousands of users, hundreds of companies. We're probably gonna triple again. We triple pretty much every year in the roofing space.
Because you really, I know a lot of the software companies say built by contractors for contractors. Like, I don't think that you can get more. Look, we built this from the ground up.
Yeah. We made a lot of mistakes for my roofing company for a long time. And I was really, again, you talk about this on stage about caring about your customer.
Yeah.
The contractors have to care about the customer. I did not want our automations or now our AI
No,
to upset my homeowners.
no.
I wanted it to be effective, but also not upset people. And so that I know it's a big concern. Like technology is it's here. Um, you need to understand that automations are not cold. And that's not a cold way to communicate.
No.
It you know what's cold? Ghosting your homeowners. That is cold.
Yeah.
You're if you
Not
don't communicate.
having anything in place, whether it be a live person or technology, is cold as ice.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you wonder why your close rates struggling or whatever the parts of your business are struggling because of a lack of communication. All we want to do is just help people communicate better with their customers and at a very intimate level
Yeah.
from each team member's phone number. Like not just, hey, this is ABC company talking to customer. This is John, the sales guy, or Peter, the production guy, or Kathleen, the office manager, talking to you. We want those conversations to be consistent over the entire customer experience. Again, caring for your customer doesn't just mean providing an amazing product and serving them well. You have to communicate
Yeah.
to give them that 5-star experience.
Yeah, man. I agree. I was speaking up in Philly. Got up on stage. It was a really quick presentation I had to do the other. And you know me, I could go on for hours. And I asked the guy running. I said, "How long do I have?" He goes, "About 13 minutes." I was like deer in the headlight, like 13 minutes. Dude, my intro is 13. So I'm like, I got this. So I went through like 10 things and I got I think my most powerful aha moment from stage, because you look out at the audience and you see where you get them, was when I said, we got this thing called the deal desk.
Yeah, it's pretty
And they're,
powerful.
and they're like, I said, human beings pick it up when you call and ask for help to restructure deals, or if you run into a problem at the point of sale with the customer. And if the customer has a question the contractor can answer, you can call that line and we'll help them. And dude, these were all owners. Like, this was a high level meeting.
Yep.
There might be 75 there, and they were all like, "What?
What? At
Our
the point of sale? What?
our lender that is worth 3.5 billion doesn't have that," because they left it. And
Yep.
a lot of these great lenders, and there's great lenders out there, had it in the beginning because that's how they built their company. They had people that answered the phone and helped people. And then they scaled and got so big and they got so proud and they just left it behind. So when I built the deal desk, a couple of those big lenders called and laughed at me and said, "You'll never be able to scale that." I said, "Yes, I will." I said, "Well," they're like, "How?" I said, "None of your business." And I said, "If I have to hire a second person to answer the call, I'll hire a second person because I want that humanistic. Yes, could I automate it with AI? Probably. But there's nothing better than being a contractor running into a problem with a consumer. Oh, I don't know. Huh. Let's call our lender right now and they get a real answer. So now the credibility of like the contractor's not lying. They pick up the phone, they dial a number, and they answer the customer's question. The customer's like, "You just talked to a live person? Like you didn't have to type that into an AI tool and the AI robot came up with a blah, blah, blah." Now, in the future, will I scale it? Probably. Will it be like a combo? Probably. But you know what? I'd rather get the airplane up in the air, put wheels on it and wings on it, and then figure it out down the road than not have it. To your point, you're going after a 6-star freaking review. So now you did that in your business. So now over at ProLine, what is your process and thinking on taking the same thing that you did in roofing, going after that customer 6-star review? What are you guys doing to impact the world when there's a whole bunch of CRMs to choose from? And I see it all day long in the groups. What CRM are you using? All day long. So you must have some type of a differentiating thought process on what ProLine is doing in the marketplace to go after 6-star reviews from your clients, which are the contractors, right?
Yeah, to your point, the scalability of our customer, the contractor, we don't have a cool name like Deal Desk, but we have for every sales rep, we
Mhm.
have 5 customer support.
Okay, that's
So
a 5-to-1 ratio.
yeah. So, and people are like, you can never scale that. We will. And to your point, we probably will have a combination of humans and AI to guarantee. So we're always very, very anal about how quickly we can respond to the little bot.
Ah,
We're very anal. So we're trying
what
to
they
be
call
under,
response time.
yep, your response rate. And depending on how you communicate, like we're under 2 minutes right now. And it's like not
So
acceptable.
is this like a ticket that you have to put in, or is it a chat? Like,
It's a chat bot,
okay,
but it's a real person.
oh, I see. Okay, so it's not James 3.0. It's James.
No, I love it. Yeah. James is, by the way, James Gillespie is our head of like everything. He's the head of sales, marketing, all things. He's amazing. So James actually has he has an AI agent called Jubal. If you go in ProLine thing, you'll see it looks like James. We always make fun of it, but he's a very assertive individual that's has a very unique personality. But yeah, so we people in the chatbot, like that's a real person.
Okay,
Like
got it.
that
All right.
these are we intentionally do that, and we have weekend, like we're there. I don't know if a person's available 24/7 yet, but we employ a lot of people all over the country in different time zones on purpose.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's really important because to your point of the deal desk, we wanted that same experience. I told AJ from the very beginning, here's how we win.
Yeah.
We have an amazing product. We know this. The product will sell jobs with the automations. How does it do this? We can go all into that. But the second thing is we have to give our customer a better experience than all the other CRMs
Yeah.
out there. And we're just going to continue to push that envelope. That's what we're
I
going to do.
see. I mean, like like we exploded in a good way, not a bad explosion. I saw it organically happen this year. I
Mm-hmm.
saw the groups, and I know that people like you. I know
Sure.
like AJ, they know they like you. So it's not just because they like you, it's because you have real users that people are saying, "Hey, use ProLine. We're using ProLine. Like we moved from XYZ to ProLine because of XYZ." I've seen it happen. It's taken off. It's almost like when people go into like a roofing group that we know, at least a legitimate one, not like some of these ones that have like 123,000 people in some of these groups. They're like, oh God. But they're like, hey, I need financing. And we get tagged an awful lot.
Mm-hmm.
We get tagged an awful lot. And it's interesting because I also, God, I learned so much from that damn they ask you answer. I used to have this super competitive Scoville, a special cape that I would put on, and a super competitive Scoville cape. And it was like, and I think it came from the industry because I've been doing it so long and I was taught by some other people to be so, you got to be the best. You got to be the best. And I've changed that in the last 30 days from competition to collaborate, meaning it's okay if somebody's with Wells Fargo, Synchrony, Green Sky, Service Finance. It is absolutely okay. They're all good at something. Are they the greatest? Maybe not. I don't know. We would never be on the phone for them asking us if they were. There's some pain point. But instead of us beating them down and saying negative things and we're number one and they're number two, I just scrapped the whole thing and said, we collaborate with everybody. Now, CRMs can't do this because you really do need one CRM, but because it would be very confusing to have data all over the place. It wouldn't be efficient. But in lending, my whole turning point on this is, hey, if you're using X lender and you love them for the one, two, three things that you're doing over here, then plug us into the portfolio so we can help you in all these 9 other areas that they don't do. So I've structured this whole, we'll collaborate rather than compete in the marketplace, because I don't need to compete, because I can pick up so much more business plugged into a Service Finance or a Green Sky or a Wells Fargo and a Synchrony and us. Here's the 15 things we do that they don't do.
Yep.
It's been a big shift. That damn book, I'm telling you, I didn't read it. I studied it. I could go back and read it again. And
Now I'm gonna buy it right now because I've been wanting to buy another book.
it's
And
just
that's it.
I don't know where it is. It's back in my bookshelf. It's earmarked and underlined it, and it's like I read it a line. I'm like, shit, I can't read anymore because I got to go take notes on this to go do this thing. It was very frustrating.
Yep.
It took me a month and a half to read one book because I was studying it. I wasn't just reading it to read it, and at the end go, oh, that was an interesting book, and walk away with a couple quotes. I was like, read a chapter, go to my computer, build what I just learned, and then go back to the team and say, okay, we're going to do this thing. It was super cool. And then it was so good that I went out and bought this. And now this is like updated where they're actually talking about AI and stuff. So I'm only probably 30 pages in here, and I'll do the same damn thing there. So we'll get back to the core questions here. Who does ProLine serve? Like, is there a specific contractor that you guys have identified as your warm and perfect type of a customer? Do you serve everybody?
We're definitely geared towards roofing, obviously, because we built it off a roofing company. All the templates are included. All the proposals are all built in for all the shingle manufacturers. So roofing contractors first, then exterior contractors. Like, we have a lot of exterior people.
Define exterior.
Siding, windows, painting, all that. That kind of
gutters, hardy board siding.
Yep.
Window and door.
Yep. Windows and doors. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gutters.
We have deck builders, we have fence builders, anything that's a large ticket. Okay. So, like, contractors are generally not great at sales follow-up. The best ROI, do you want to just pay for software, or do you want the software to do something for your business and for your bottom line? Like, it's not just amazing.
You want the thing to be an ROI machine.
To do something, yes.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
So I mean, if you have a large ticket item, we're gonna do better than any other CRM. We're gonna actually sell those jobs for you because the automations will come to you. So the size of the company, we have startups. We actually have a really good deal for startups, but a lot of our customer base is 50 to 40 plus million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we have we have franchises. We have we have a lot of medium to large size companies as well.
They're literally picking up and moving on over from the.
Yeah, I mean, and definitely, like, well over 95% of our customers are coming from one of the big 3 to 4 CRMs.
Let's identify the purple elephant in the room, because he just walked in and he's sitting behind me. How difficult is it to move from a current CRM that someone's been on for 5 years over to ProLine? Is it painful? How long does it take?
I did it. It can be painful. I will say, when I did it, we didn't have all the systems and the people in place to do what we do now. Okay. If you want to switch and you see value in what ProLine's doing for you, I recommend making sure that you understand what's the difference between ProLine, because there's no silver bullet. Like, this about financing, there's no like amazing thing. I kind of actually think Improvifi is a silver bullet, but there are other people in this space that can be helpful.
Yeah.
Make sure that you understand that you have to get your entire team on board to understand that each phone number is going to be a tool, and a powerful tool that's going to actually sell more jobs.
Got it. Okay.
The process is anywhere from 2 weeks to a month.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always something like that. But we have certified partners who do that. They do it every day. They do it all day. They can completely, every single contact, transfer that data over. And
so wait, is it done for you or done with you?
It is done for you. We know that most people are not going to do it. So we're just
They won't because it's hard and it takes time.
It's very hard.
They're owner operators. They're doing 17,000 different things. Part of my hardest job here, well, not mine, the client success managers, is getting a contractor enrolled in one of our lending partner programs that's plugged into our mobile app, because that's the biggest pain in the ass. Period and paragraph. It's not me training. It's not the go-to-market training. It's not obstacles and objections. It's not the Wednesday live training class. It's not school. It's not the app. It's literally getting them to fill out freaking paperwork so we can put the links and the APIs and all the coding into the app so they can use it at the point of sale. Hardest
Yep. The data part for us is actually probably the easiest part, because as long as you give us access to your whatever CRM you're using, it's going to be pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's like a CSV.
Boop, done.
But then you got systems and processes and flows that you have to learn how they're doing to adapt. Yeah.
Yep. And so we're going to help you understand, like, okay, you're doing this. We can build it out exactly how you're doing it before, or we can say, hey, probably do this, probably do this. I did that when I signed up with SMA. They really helped some of my SOPs. Like, they understood,
yeah,
this is a little more efficient. You should probably do this at this stage. And this, there's a lot of things to do. You're building the platform for your business. So it should be a daunting task. You should be thinking about this. Also, in general, as business owners, I don't care if you're the best installer in the world. I don't care if you're the best salesperson in the world.
Yeah.
This is how you build a real business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doing this kind of unfun, hard thing with technology. Yeah. This is how you win. This is how it is. Building and financing and training about financing is also the way to win. I want to back up the last 18 months of me owning a roofing business.
Yep.
I did more financing than the entire other 8 years.
Amazing.
Combined.
Amazing. It is. I mean, the numbers don't lie. It's interesting because people ask us, we charge money at Improvifi for what we do because we have a value stack that's like this. Like, we just don't go, oh, here's your rate sheet, go sell. We have a whole thing, a whole system, and it costs money to be on our platform. And it's an investment. I don't say it costs money. I say it's an investment in your business because we're going to ROI. And they're like, well, how long is it going to take me to ROI this 3,000, or if they're new in business, 1,500? They're like, oh my God, they're just staring at this $3,000 ticket. I'm like, dude, 1.56 deals. They're like, wait, what? Yep. 1.56 deals because your average ticket's 20,000 on your roof, right? Yeah. Okay, because I've got 14 no dealer fee programs. So if you're paying 6% now over X bank, and you sell my no dealer fee programs on one of these 14 programs, 1.56, it's paid for. Now, the rest of our year together, where I'm going to train your team, support your team, implore this, do this, personal loans, credit repair, credit card payment process, no fee, like all the things that we do, the rest of it's cream cheese. So if we could just get you 1.56 deals, I promise you, your massive $3,000 investment will just be paid for, and then you can concentrate on how much money we make for you and how many customers you make happy the rest of the year. Like, it's just this weird, but yet the roofer has no problem going down to the Big O Tires and putting a $7,000 lift and new tires. Like, no problem.
Don't get me started on that.
That's no problem wrapping my vehicle. Dude, there's a marketing company, I'm not gonna say it, and it's like $27,000 for their logo design and their logo wrap. Like, $27,000 for logo. Now, I get it. Branding is important. I paid a lot of money to kick charge for what we did. But dude, $27,000, a lot of money. And I'm going to give them a tool that actually makes some money.
And as somebody who actually implemented financing in their business, like, it's so, I mean, $20,000 job, roof, whatever it is, 7.5%. That's two of those. Yeah. And all the time, let's say they don't qualify, then you have to do a higher rate, then higher dealer fee. I have paid so many thousands of dollars in dealer fees before, like, it was crazy. So like, people need to understand.
Ooh, you got
to do it. You got to do it.
I got stuck on this debt consolidation program this weekend because I've been getting more and more contractors. Guess where? At the deal desk.
That's right.
And their customers are saying, I can't hire you to do X home improvement because I have too much debt right now on my credit cards. So I'm racking my brain on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday until today when I built a presentation that I present on Wednesday to my clients, the Improvifi Debt Relief Program. What the fuck is that? When you meet a customer and they've got unbelievable credit card debt at 24.99% for the rest of their life because they're just paying interest, how can we sell them the $10,000 home improvement? Well, I've got two loans now that we can take that credit card debt plus the home improvement loan, get them a low fixed principal and interest, and save them copious amounts in interest that they'll never on a revolver. So
Yep. And guess what? Guess what you just did as the contractor? You're more than the contractor. You're like their best friend.
yeah,
You may have just saved their life. You may have saved their marriage. Like there's all kinds of things. You have no idea the
yeah.
financial pressure. I've been there, and
Dude,
so
it's
you
not.
can.
It's
It's
hard. It's hard.
huge.
I can't teach, John, but I got to be honest. The more case studies I built, the more I tried to simplify this down to a third grade level, the more I went, there's not a contractor that's going to be able to do this because I've been in this 30 years and I can't be at the point of sale with all of our clients. So, which leads me to the next solution is how can we do this for our consumers that reach out to Improvifi, get it set up, get them pre-approved, get them the money, and then push them back to our certified contractor network. So that's our next chapter is
Smart.
building out a consumer direct model where a consumer can come to us with their woes and their problems. We can pre-qual, set up, build it from Improvifi, then take that approved loan and customer with the roofing or the siding or the gutter or the window need and send it right back to our Improvified certified contractor network.
It's
Because
awesome.
our contractors aren't going to be able to do what I just said to you. You can because you've been doing this a long time.
No, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, but you get the idea.
I understand the point. Yeah, I get
But
it.
our sales reps are out there just trying to sell a freaking roof.
Yep.
They're not ready to have a debt consolidation conversation and show an amortization schedule and how much we can save over the next 10 years in interest.
Yep.
That's me being a freaking nut job. So how do I do it? Well, I don't know. I'll figure it out though, because these people all need help and our contractors need to still sell shit to them. So I'll figure it out. But anyway, that's where I spent my psychosis this weekend.
I love that because I've been saying this for probably 3 to 5 years about just the cost of home ownership is just unaffordable for most people.
They're not
And
moving anymore. They're staying in their homes. That
yep,
means that they have to do home improvements to stay in their home.
yep.
They're not
So
going anywhere.
what I mean for real, what you're doing is you are making it possible, not just for the contractors that you serve to sell more jobs, but the homeowners. You're making it actually reasonable to have these types of loans, not some super high interest loan that they can never pay off or have prepayment penalties or all kinds of terrible things. Like this is a huge thing for the entire country because they're not able to pay for these home improvement projects because of that.
Do you know where I got the data from? I am like a wormhole. My school teachers in high school would be so proud because I was like a C or a D student.
Same.
I researched the total TAM, the total addressable market for home improvement lending, and it's $600 billion a year.
Yep.
And then I said, well, wait a minute. Out of that pie, how much is going to Service Finance, Wells Fargo, Synchrony, Green Sky, Goodleap, Improvifi, all the different lenders that lend? It was like 9%.
Wow.
And I went, okay, how much is cash? Okay, check. Okay, credit card. Okay, HELOC. Okay, personal loans. And I was like, oh my God. Let's just say that we had 20% of the market, 80% of the market was going elsewhere to get funding before they even hired a contractor. I said, oh my God, improve if I can go get part of that 80%.
Yep.
When you talk about a light going off while I'm out doing my exercise, walking up a hill with a weighted vest on, and this starts hitting me, I'm like, there's 80% of the marketplace that isn't being addressed properly. Oh my gosh, what an opportunity for Improvifi if we can figure out how to get out to those people, help them, and then send them back to our people at Improvifi. Oh my God. Now I don't do lending, training, support, technology. Now I can provide leads back to our contractors. And what do contractors always cry about?
The leads.
I need more leads, man. We need
And
leads.
and those jobs are basically sold already.
They're done. They're soft credit pull, pre-qualified, money in hand. Here's our certified contractor list. And we're teaming up with Randy Hurtado over at Good Contractor.
Mhm.
And I've just been watching good contract. Like, once he became the COO, he's like, "Brr," and I'm like, well, I can do that too because everyone that's a client over here is certified. We've got their data, we've got their P&L, we've got their licenses. Like they've been in business for 3 years. Like we have everything. So the people that are on our list are truly certified contractors because they had to be to even become an Improvifi client. So I'm like, it just all started to tick, and I'm like, I got to get back to my desk and start writing this whole thing out. So
I like that. Randy
yeah,
was just
man.
on we just recorded with Randy last a couple days ago. So very excited for him.
Yeah, he's pumped. I love partnering up with guys like you and Randy, and we get a lot of requests. You do, I'm sure you do too. We get a lot of requests. Oh, to partner with you, and I'm part. I said, no, man, we don't do partnerships. Like we pick who we are fortunate enough to work with and refer back and forth together. Just we want to be very selective. We don't want to be what I did at the Blue Pages and just team up with everybody. So anyway, cool, man. Well, this is a wrap. We're at 38 minutes. I like to keep these at 30 because of attention span, but this is good. John, I'll get your information via email and I'll put it below anybody that's hung out with us this far, 37 minutes into the TubeCast. Thank you. And I want anybody that's interested, just reach out to John and his team. Go to a consultation on ProLine. You're not being forced to change your CRM or move over there, but just give them a shot for them to show and explain. I think that I think you guys are truly doing something different in the CRM space. I really do.
Appreciate it.
Because I don't think organically you're not because the amount of people that are referring to you, something's different with what you're doing, and it's not the SaaS normal thing. It's very organic growth that I see. So we'll get your information and put it below so people can connect with you. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for joining me, John. Tell the team, send them my love, and I will probably see you at when's our next meeting? Or RoofCon?
Definitely RoofCon. I'm going to a few more before you,
Okay. Yep.
but yeah, definitely RoofCon.
Are you guys headed out to the Arc? Is it ARCAT, the Western States, or something like that?
Yeah, that's we're doing. They did RCAT, doing Western States, Limitless, RSRA, all those things.
Have fun. I'll be here at the desk being a maniac.
Deal Desk, love it.
All right, brother. Be good. Thank you for joining me, John. I appreciate your time, brother.
Thanks, Chris.
We'll see you on the next one, man.
See you.
Bye.